Okay, good morning. And if you're watching this at night, good for you. Hannah Perry, Jen Weebush here. We're gonna have a nice time today. I thought it would be good to maybe revisit some of all of the basic poses and moves in yoga that we've kind of touched on over the last few weeks. So we'll work on some of our basic balance, tree, eagle, and our warrior phases. Lots of flow and vinyasa, so this one should feel like you can kind of go back to the beginnings and maybe check your form on some of those basic poses. So thanks for joining us. We'll start with our warm up, just some breathing. Inhale, reach to the sky. Remember breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, listening to your breath. Just on your own breathing time, guys. Take your time on these. Let's take a couple more right here, establishing that nice breath. Remember, you can stand with the feet together or the feet about your own hip width apart, whatever feels the most stable for you. And let's just hold steady here in what we call mountain, where you're in your own alignment. Shoulders lined up with hips, lined up with heels, long, long spine. You know, we all have a curve in our back, in our spine, so don't feel like you have to be rigid. Find that place that is your posture, and hopefully you've seen over the weeks that yoga actually, because you get that stronger core, a little better balance, a little more internal muscular strength, that your posture is actually improved. That's one of the benefits of yoga. So let's just look side to side, guys. Maybe you're ready to open your eyes and focus. Maybe you want to keep the eyes closed. Just side to side, looking right to left. And then we'll take the ear to shoulder, letting go of that tension that sometimes builds up in the traps, neck and shoulders. We all have our areas where we carry that tension. Try to focus and let that go when you can. Then from here, let's just tuck our chin, and then lift slightly, up we go. Not too far, just lengthen. One more. And let's take one side up, other side straight down. Let go of the tension in the shoulder and reach high and low, both ways. Reach out. And release. Both. Just thinking about how resilient our bodies are with things that we go through. You know, even if you've been very, very active, let's go over to the side. Through, you know, from childhood, maybe you played sports and we're very active. Maybe, you know, who knows? We all have our things that we did as kids growing up. Maybe you weren't that. And then later on, activities that you take on, sometimes we're hard on our bodies and our bodies keep coming back and are resilient. There's a little bit of leftovers stiffness, soreness, weakness in a certain area. But I was just thinking, you know, someone said this, that our bodies, you know, are a temple, yes, and we have one body, and we need to protect it and preserve and take care of it. But someone said our bodies are not a temple, but they're an amusement park. So I thought that was funny. And so I'm trying to think of this right now. I'm sore, I'm stiff, you know, and I think, no, let's have some fun with this. My body's gonna be an amusement park. I'll be surprised at what I could do. Anyway, thought that was kind of funny. I was just thinking about that. All right, let's reach up. Slight back bend, shoulders drop, open. So let's have a little fun with your activities today, guys. There'll be times when you can't maybe do something as easily as you would like to. Just respect that. Let's come all the way down. If you can reach the mat, fine. If not, take the hands on the shin. This is forward fold. And just move a little bit, maybe lift the heels side to side. Just start to sense how you're feeling today. Inhale to monkey pose, nice straight back, some contact, whether it's here or here. Take a breath and then drop your head. Now slowly take your time, rising up, all the way up. Slight back bend, open up shoulders, and reach. Just let go. Shake the head maybe a little bit. Let that neck be free. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, drop. Rise up. Start bracing the core muscles. Up, slight little back bend. Once again, reverse that. And here we are. Let's do a few more of these, guys. Inhale, lift. Drop down. Rise up. One more and we'll move on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back, your first down dog. Again, let's walk those heels right to left. Let the head be heavy. Start lifting the backside. Light shoulders, chest down. Forward into plank. Hands right under the shoulders and long, long body. There you are, pulling up out of the floor. Up we go. Tuck your toes, come back to your down dog, all the way through. Both feet and hands step together, head down. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, chair, arms forward or back, sinking back. Toes are almost lifting up so you really feel that weight toward the back. Neutral spine, so we're not having too much arch or too much bend as you sit into that chair pose. And rise. Let's go again. Drop. Monkey pose, lift. Step back into down dog. There you are. And if the heels touch, guys, great. If they're still off the floor, please realize it's just about maybe a tightness or a shortness in your Achilles tendon. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. Forward into plank, hold steady. Now elbows go straight back behind as you come down into your crocodile. Hold. Now inhale, exhale, light cobra on the beginning. Yes, you want to just give yourself a little time to warm up the back and get your position. Core muscles on, tuck your toes, rise back up, down dog through your plank. Nice. Good. And both feet and hands together, forward fold. Inhale to monkey. And chair. I'd like to go through it one more time. And up and reach. Rocking a little bit forward here. Inhale to monkey. Step back, downward dog, hips high, chest down. Forward into plank. Coming in, over, get your position, and then elbows go straight back for crocodile, and then either on the elbows or the hands, lifting up. You can bring your eyes up, you can keep the head down, you know, if your neck says no. Tuck your toes, bring yourself through your plank, up to your down dog if you can, and then into your forward fold, head down. Inhale to monkey and chair. Rise. And release. Good work. Feel a little bit warmer, ready to work. Let's step into our tree pose. On or off your mat, your choice. Sometimes I like to feel the floor. Standing on one side, option. In tree, you want to feel long from the earth to the sky. So hips are here. If you're not quite ready to bring the foot up, you can stay in what I call a kickstand. So arms are either warrior or namaste, or we have what we call chest expansion, which is kind of feels good to open up that chest so you can sit here. So pick one side. And eyes on a point, guys. Focus your gaze somewhere. It does make a difference in your balance. Inhale, exhale. The goal is to have the hips open, not worrying so much about how wide the knee is. Keep those hips in alignment. And then carefully step out. Just quiet the body, guys. Allow yourself to focus. Changing sides when you're ready. Relax the face. Let's go again, same thing other side, maybe second time. Maybe you can open a little wider, maybe you can take the leg up a little higher, your choice. Arms, wherever you like to go. Ready? Switch.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning.
And come on out. Nice. Let's come on back. Vinyasa, up we go. Forward fold. Let's hold right here. Feet can be a little bit apart. One hand crosses over to the opposite. Now keep the hips square. We're doing twisting forward fold. So one hand comes over either to the shin, a block, or the floor. Now open up your chest first, and then, if it feels good, float the arm up. But it's more about the trunk twist. Another breath. Drop. Remember, you can back off a little bit and then you can deepen your pose as you like. Take a breath and other side comes over. First, just the torso twist and then lift. Drop in. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Hips higher, chest lower. Forward into plank. Hold. Crocodile sinks. Beautiful. Cobra lifts. And higher. Good. As your back feels better, as you can focus a little bit more, you can deepen it or back off. Tuck your toes, rise back up. Beautiful. All right, right leg reaches high. Inhale, exhale, knee to the chest. Just hold it there, really crunch. And rise up, same side. And in, rise up. And in, now rise up and lift high. Open that hip, let the heel drop behind and stretch the hips, yes. Bend the knee, ooh, that feels good. Come back in, other side, up we go. Inhale, exhale, knee, connect in the core. Up and in. Up, higher if you can, and in. And rise up, open that hip, lifting, lifting, lifting. Head down, just stretch through the hip and back. Come back in. Both feet step together. Hands and feet together. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, chair, arms forward or back. Nice. Up we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'd like to step out. We'll do eagle, then we'll get into a little bit more of our standing poses. Standing on one side, crossing, and the goal is to really connect the thighs, to cross over, close off the space. So I've got my left leg over. I'm going to take my right arm underneath. So opposite leg over, opposite arm under. Now if the arms don't feel quite right, you can change it to something else. You know, if you feel too much tension in the shoulders. Now, you can sink in, yes. Beautiful. That's your eagle pose. Saw 2 eagles on the way in today. Majestic. Carefully come out and stand tall. Always reset, calm your mind a little bit. Swinging down, other side. Glue those legs together. And if it says shoulders say a little bit too much, feel free to change the arms. Sinking down, nice and low. Balance from the trunk of the body. And carefully come out. Just give it a second. We're going to go through that again. When you're ready, other side. Opposite arm, opposite leg. positioning that works so you can really sit down. Again, you're back on the heel. Find some joy, guys, in what you're doing and what your body will allow you to do. The health that you have right now. Maybe you're working on getting better into your health. Maybe you have some limitations. But right now, we respect where we're at and we enjoy what we can do without any, self-judgment or kind of talk that sometimes tears us down inside. We want to stay away from that. All right, let's move into start some of our standing poses. Inhale, exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Nice. Right leg reaches high. Step through, set your foot, and come back up for warrior in the seal position. So bend the front knee. Let's drop that back heel about a 45 degree and the hips are square because this prepares us, yes, good, for warrior one. So nice stride handle, really long. Knees in line with the toes, straighter leg in the back, bent knee in the front, arms come up high if you can. Now stay low, but move up with the trunk, warrior one. So you're super, super straight right there on the top of the torso there, and you want to keep that back hip moving toward the front. Arms come down, keep the upper body, bring it into namaste right here. Then opposite elbow, opposite knee, twisting, either staying high and upright on your twist or coming down over the knee. It's really, both ways are right, guys. Keep that front knee bent, back leg straighter. Make sure the back heel is down. If you have to make adjustments and move your feet a little closer together, please do that. 2 more breaths, holding there. Now stay low, come back to warrior one. Arms can come out of it, guys, because it's more about the trunk of the body, whatever you need to do. Good. Now we'll shift toward the front. Warrior two, same bent front knee. I'm going to change my feet a little bit to line up. Warrior two, eyes go over those fingertips. Look out the wall, guys. Sink straight down. You can back off a little bit. You should be feeling this. Inhale, exhale. Now reverse warrior, drop the back hand, and then the other one comes up. Soften the shoulder, reach. Very strong pose, beautiful. Now both arms. Cartwheel down toward the front foot. Turn. Front foot comes back to plank. Plank position. Hold here. Crocodile sinks. Cobra or up dog lifts. Hands at the shoulders. Tuck your toes or come through your knees. All right, little challenge if you like it. Feet a little bit wider, as wide as your mat. This is twisting down dog. So opposite hand to the shin or the thigh and look underneath the arm and kind of pull yourself over. Yes, work where you can. Great torso twist, good core work, and hand down. Other side comes over, look underneath that arm and give yourself a little bit of resistance, guys. Come back to down dog. Good. Both feet in. Hands come back. Inhale to monkey. Chair pose. Holds. Beautiful. Forward fold. Monkey pose. Down dog. Other leg. Up we go. Swing through. Set your feet. Warrior seal. Long spine. Hips are forward. Reach out. Stay low, stay low. Come up to warrior one, arms or here. It's more about the trunk of the body and the hips, guys. Sink in. Good. Sink in, everyone. Namaste arms and twist. Going, yes. Try not to push the hip out, team. That's the tricky part. Stay narrow, close together with those thighs, and twist. Remember, we're stronger back in here and a little bit weaker in here, so we tend to let the larger muscles pull out. We have to really work on pulling in. Warrior one. Stay low, go for it. You want to take a little deeper on the warrior one. You can lean back slightly. It turns into like a crescent lunge. Now reach out. Warrior two, opening the knee, opening the hips. Looking beyond the room. Back arm, level it up, and then reach to reverse warrior, yes. Hand can wrap around the back, or come right down the thigh. Both arms, cartwheel down. Lift your back heel so it lines up. Front foot comes back to plank. Crocodile sinks. Cobra lifts. Let's sit back in child's pose, guys. Take a little breather. Rest your head. Nicely done. Wow. Good set. Your breathing should be up. Should feel a little intensity rising there. Nicely done. Let's come on back. Brace your middle, tuck your toes. Come right back up through down dog. Both feet, hands step together. Monkey pose, holding here. Chair pose and sink. And rise up. Shake out a little bit. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. It's a little dry. Triangle, twisting or revolve triangle. And we're gonna revisit half moon, the one balance there. So we did that last week, so I bring that back real quick for us today. Hope you're feeling good. Feel free to pause, and run back if you need to take a look at something again. It's the beauty of technology, yes? Let's go right to our triangle. One side, step way out. Now you're very well warmed up. You've had a big stride in your warriors. So let's take a nice challenge on this triangle. Look down. Do you see a straight line? Straighter legs. Try to take a nice wide stride. You can always back off. Now tip toward the front. And when you feel your hip stops you, then sink into your triangle. So opening here. Legs, like I said, are straighter but not locked in the joints, and slide in. Use a support, or you can slide down the inside of the shin. If this is it for you guys, go where you can. Back off if you need to. Enjoy this. You use many, many, many muscles and connective tissue in triangle. Long neck. Try to keep the head in line with the spine. And reach out. Come back. Now revolve triangle takes that hand that's in the back and twisting, so hopefully not to confuse you. So you'll bring the other hand around. You and I will be doing this. Yeah, it's a little confusing when you start spinning. And then looking, yes, over your shoulder, behind. Wiggle your toes, make sure you're not grabbing into the mat. Block or floor and open. Now let's take that top hand, drop it down, and then bring it back up. And the reason I'm doing that, release the shoulder a little bit. We tend to hold tension there, and we have to do our little exercises to release the tension so you can stretch deeper. Now bring her down. Coming up, use your middle. Up, 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 back to the triangle. Hold. Now we'll step into our half moon. Remember last week, if you looked at it, I stood up against the wall. You can go to something stationary, but the goal is just taking balance on this side. Tighten the thigh, flex the foot, stay open, and go where you can. If that's it, that's fine. Work where you need to. You fall out, you go again. And then carefully come on down. Ooh, step on out and shake out a little bit. Very nice. Reach through your vinyasa this time, all the way down, forward fold, good. Inhale to monkey, exhale, down dog, come on back. Ooh, forward into plank, lots going on this morning with our flow. Crocodile, Cobra, on your own breath, shoulders lift. And come back up to down dog. Here we are, just moving through with your own rhythm. Both feet step to the front. Inhale to monkey. Chair pose deep. And rise up. And it works out a lot. I'm pushing her a lot today. She will thank me later. Let's see, let's have you stand on this side. I'll stand on this side. We'll do the other leg. All right, team. Stepping out with the other side. Triangle. Did I do that right, Hannah? Is it the other leg for you? Okay. And reach. Find that position that works, tall and long. Reach out. Try not to lean back. Hold into the center, always important. Reach out, all the way up. Revolve triangle. Take that hand, now you'll be looking over your other shoulder. That's right, that's right. Keep going, keep reaching. Try not to lean over to the side, but stay pulled close into the center. Unwind, reaching through the fingertips, top of the head coming up. Then we'll come on out and work into our half moon on the other side. Find that position. If you find that one leg is, just a little bit weaker than the other, just respect that. Active on both. All right, one more vinyasa, and we will move to the floor. Come on in. We will move to the floor and work on a little bit deeper core and some stretches, so that's great. One of these days we'll get ready to do yoga with us.
Are you doing a video?
Yeah. That's
Sorry.
Okay. No, that's all great.
Sorry about that.
Let's come on up. And open. Inhale to monkey. Little different. Let's come up to your toes, lift your heels. This is Garland. It's just a nice strengthener for the feet and the ankles. If you can, let go and kind of hold here. Try not to roll over the sides of the feet. Everybody's got their issues on their ankles and feet, guys. I understand that. So then when you're ready, come on down to the floor, just to a sitting. We'll just shake out here a little bit. Lots going on in the ankles and feet. All right, we're gonna move down into our corpse pose. Give it a little rest there. And enjoy the work that you've done so far. Ah. Release and breathe. This is a time for you to gather yourself from your vigorous work and check in with how you're feeling. Do you feel better? Hopefully by this stage of the workout you feel better. You still have some things that are causing you a little bit of issues. Just respect that and we'll move on from here. Let's go to knees like a table. Start bracing. Once again, you've been bracing the core muscles the whole entire time. And just hold here, very basic. One side comes down, just barely to the floor, and then come back to a bend. If any of the other exercises that we do for our core guys are too much, back starts to hurt, whatever it is, this is something you can come back to and do a little more basic to revisit and still get benefit, but to back off on the intensity a little bit. So you're controlling here, shoulders are down, just alternating, heels touch. Feel free also to keep the knee bent through the whole range. A couple more like this, contain it. One more either side. Feet down. wide feet. Take the hip, one knee in, and let that hip come up. Other side. And I love the stretch in between. Just really hits the psoas, the hip flexor area opened up. Nice. Legs straighter. Like I said, please go back and revisit with the knees bent if you need to. Option, and Hannah, if you want to do this, you can lift your upper body and add a little more to it and hands off the floor. This will be one side down, a little more difficult, and up. Breathing. Feel free to bend. Try to stay relaxed as you challenge, guys. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. When you're challenging, a lot of times we're like, oh, hang on. But try to breathe and allow yourself to stay calm in the midst of the challenge. The breathing does make a difference in helping just to stay really, really steady. Got a couple more. I never really count. I like us to release. I like us to go to fatigue. Go to your fatigue level. If it's 8, if it's 4, if it's 17, just go to your fatigue level. That's where you're going to get the best amount for your body. Nice. All right, little rotation. Knees like a table. I'm going to give you several options here. We'll start bracing and really contracting from the back to the front. Knees to one side, shoulders stay down. Hold here as far as you can go with that shoulder staying down. Take a breath, rotate slowly. Other side. So this is the base move. Just rotating, you're going to get so much out of the trunk work. Option, rotate the other way, and then add a little length, extension there from the knees, pull the knees back in, adds a little difficulty there on the end, but keep everything stable and open. If you can glue those legs together like they're one, helps with stability. Third option, come on over. Legs straight, and if you can, lower, keep them low and come around. But it's a lot of load, guys. It can be a little too much for your back. Now I'm going to give you a fourth option. Let's come back to center. You're going to have the legs go out and swing, and then the arms are going to go in with it too. So you can play around with it. Beauty about being in the comfort of your own home, no one can see you if you goof up. So we're going to take the knees over to one side, legs straighter. Now just hold here and take the arms the opposite way. A little bit weird balance here. Come around and breathe and hold. Inhale, exhale, and you can bring it with the knees in and around. And hold, try to keep that real secure place. As many as you can. When you're done, you're done. Keep that breathing. Let's take one more either side if you have it. And let it rest. Ew. And release. Let's have the feet flat. Take a little bridge pose. And just up to the shoulders. Tighten the back side. Long stretch here in front. Ooh, should feel pretty good. Take your time, slowly coming down the upper back, mid back, and the low back. Let's come up again. Enjoy what your body will let you do, guys. The progress in your practice, slowly, may be slow. You may feel like you're just making little tiny gains. Please be good with that. It's all right. I mean, it's what we have. It's a hamstring. It's what our bodies will allow us to do. So you feel a little more freedom of movement one day. You feel a little more flexibility one day. Maybe a little stronger when you do your core another day. Same leg. Let's just drop it over the knee of the opposite. Bring it up for a little stretch through those glutes there. You can slide the hand through the thigh or just hold on here. But keep the upper body down. Hamstring on the other side. If you push your heel to the sky, you're going to feel a little bit more work here, which is what we want. You can reach for those toes. You can keep the shoulders out of it. Stretches held for, 5, 6, 7 breaths or longer. Feels good. A couple of times through, crossover. Did a lot of work today on those legs. And release. I want to do 2 quad stretches. So Hannah, I'm going to have you show bow stretch, which is a little more challenging. So if you could flip over 2 face down. I'm going to give you this one, where you're on the side and you're balancing here, and you take the hip stretch. You want your knee and your hip lined up, and just rest your head. Hannah's going to take both. So if you can, this is, I just totally love this. Now pull your knees close together. Yes. And she's going to lift its chest, its shoulders, its trunk, its thighs. Holding there, a few breaths. If you want to drop your chin down, say your neck is like, oh, ouch, it's too much. Do what feels comfortable. Holding 3, breathing 2, 1, and release. So just give it a rest, and then you're going to do that again. I'm going to switch sides here. So just, you have the options to go both ways. Hip and knee in line, coming back. Rest your head so everything's in line, and then Hannah, you can get to your bow stretch when you're ready. They're both right. They both get the job done. It just depends on how you're feeling. If you want to give something a little try there. Let go. And then let's come on up to a sitting team. We'll take the legs straight out in front of us. Cross one side over. take the opposite hand, and if you can reach for the toe on the bottom leg or the shin on top, you're going to look over your shoulder, yes, and the other hand can just prop down or be up, it's up to you, but really twist. Give it a little resistance here. Come on, that. Nice work today. Glad you could make it. Switch and look. Hope this gives you a good rest of the day. Helps you to feel better for wherever you're going to go with your day today. Two more stretches, team, and we'll let you go. We're going to start just rounding forward. Now, very important, the tendency is to do this. Remember, we're really working hard on leaving the shoulders out. So head down, low back, hamstrings once again. Now back off a little bit. Take a big breath. This is chest and shoulders, so hands just prop. Open, and just try not to let the head fall back, but expand and lift. A lot of us are forward bending quite a bit in the day for screens and computers and things like that, and it just is too much sometimes. Let's come forward. You need to undo that forward bending. Open. And if you like, you can cross the ankles or just sit here. Let's take some breaths. Feel good about your work today, team. Make sure you drink the water. Make sure that you fuel yourself, because in order to recover and repair and get the benefits from yoga that you're looking for, even right now there's immediate benefits. I mean, I know you feel better, just feel a little more open, ready for the day, maybe not quite so sore, but there's longer benefits that we need to really repair, and it's drinking water through the day, because that's a nutrient to help you to cleanse, and then making sure you fuel up with some healthy food. So let's bring our hands into Namaste, guys. We really enjoy these times. We look forward to being here, and we're hoping that we've given you a little bit of instruction and a little bit of framework to have a great yoga practice. Bless you all. Honor, protection, and respect. Namaste. Awesome.